Hi, welcome to the fifth video of the video series, and this one is on high glucose and why that relates to cholesterol and what that means. So, when our insulin is high, kind of like what we talked about in the last video, if we have high insulin chronic, this insulin is actually going to cause the production of cholesterol internally from our liver. So, when insulin's high, our liver is actually making our liver is making cholesterol and dumping it through the blood through these carriers, VLDL and LDL. You might have seen LDL on or your lab values before, but when insulin's high and we're constantly in this fed state because we're insulin resistant, LDL is actually going to stay in the blood. So when it stays in the blood, normally we'd want it to be taken up by the LDL receptors in our cells, and it'll create things like hormones, vitamins, and just it'll be utilized. But when our insulin's high, our LDL receptors stay in our cells and it can't go through. So LDL is going to stay in the blood and it's going to get oxidized. And this is when it actually sneaks behind the arterial walls and causes plaque buildup. Um, and this, obviously is bad because this can lead to heart disease and a stroke or, just different really bad things. And this is all because of insulin. Traditionally we think we're getting most of our cholesterol from our food, but actually 80% of our cholesterol is made by our liver in the fed state when insulin's high versus food, it's only 20%. So, you know, we want this insulin to go down. We want to be insulin sensitive so our cells can use the LDL receptor to take in the cholesterol to make all these good things. But if we are constantly in a fed state with insulin high, it's just going to stay in our blood. So that's how it relates to cholesterol. We don't want this process to keep on building our LDL in our blood because it's just going to stay there and it's going to get oxidized and it's going to cause havoc and it's going to change the composition of our blood vessels and lead to heart disease or different cardiovascular disease. Thank you. Bye.